There is a lot of heartburn being generated in Karnataka politics over ticket distribution, or rather the lack of it. And this is across party lines. One of the latest to cry foul over being denied a ticket is Congress leader who was a victim of the 2020 riots in Bengaluru's DJ Halli and KJ Halli, Akhanda Murthy. He's not been fielded despite the fact that he won his seat with a huge margin of over 80,000 votes in the last assembly election. He has now quit the party and will be contesting as an independent, but it is the reason that he has cited for being sidelined that has generated a huge controversy. Listen in.
जरूर वैसा ही चौक है कई को तो 2020 में कौन की करे सो प्रॉब्लम मैं नहीं करया मेरा फैमिली में मैं हमारा फैमिली नहीं करया कौन किया हमारा बान का बेटा कर बोलेगा तो उन्हें सेपरेट है उसका घर उसका आज बाएं बाएं नहीं रहता हमें सभी हम एक साथ है वो कौन की करे तो कई को मुझे पनिशमेंट दे रहा है कांग्रेस पार्टी में कई को मौलाना सब बोलिया वो ये बोले कर को मौलाना सब कौन भी नहीं बोलिया बड़ा मौलाना अरबी कॉलेज का गुरु हमने आग को हमारा घर बन को देते कर बोल को है हमारा साथ है साहब अब कौन की बोले कर को कौन की हमारा कॉन्सेंसी वाला कौन भी नहीं बाहर कॉन्सेंसी वाले बोले कर को हम टिकट नहीं देना कर को तकलीफ दे रहा है
In his own constituency, Muslims had voted for him. Because of that only he became the chief MLA from that constituency. As per our screening process, we don't found that person suitable to be a MLA of that constituency, and we gave a ticket to the. We will be giving ticket to the another person, but we have a very strong election process. We don't decide candidates seeing their caste, color, religion, face, whether he is keeping daddy or not daddy. These are BJP's mindset. We select candidates on commitment to the ideology of the country, commitment to what is his vision plan for the constituency, and last but not least is the winnability.
Congress is always into appeasement politics. It is not able to protect its own MLA. They never made any statement, law is everybody. Law should be enforced. Law abiding, we need to be a law abiding citizen. Congress party doesn't believe in law, constitution. It only believes in only taking care of their self-interest. Congress is always into appeasement politics. It is not able to protect its own MLA. They never made any statement, law is everybody.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Madhu N Rao, spokesperson of the Karnataka BJP, joins us along with B.S. Arun, senior journalist, Lokesh Jindal, leader of the Congress. There is a plenty of heartburn. While there is the Congress MLA who says that he is a victim of appeasement, there is of course Jagdish Shettar who says that he's been sidelined and hence he also has switched over. Let me start with the analysts. B.S. Arun, who do you think stands to gain or lose? Let's start first with the Jagdish Shettar defection.
See, in Karnataka, Lingayats are the main force which is backing the BJP. Out of about 224 seats, Lingayats, are I won't say deciding factor, but a dominant, category of voters in about 90 to 95 seats, and most of these are situated in the northern Karnataka regions, and this is where BJP is quite powerful. And their powerful supporters are the Lingayats. Now, Jagdish Shettar and Lakshman Savadi, two leaders, who belong to the Lingayat community and were from BJP, have joined Congress and making, sort of allegations against the BJP, and because they were denied the tickets. Now, how far the Congress make use of these two people and take them to the campaign in these regions especially, than in the central or southern Karnataka, how much they convince the voters that, the Lingayats have been sort of denied their justice, their rights by the BJP. So all this depends on these factors so that, Congress gains from this.
It's very interesting, Lokesh Jindal, that the Congress is harping about the denial of ticket to Lakshman Savadi, to Jagdish Shettar. But what about your own MLA who has been not given a ticket? And not only that, Mr. Akhanda Murthy says that it is for fear of riling up the Muslims in his constituency that the Congress has dumped him.
No, that's not true at all. In fact, his nephew was responsible for the DJ Halli riots in August 2020. And Congress as a political party is very clear that it shall not entertain any form of communal politics or any form of communalization of politics practiced by any member. It has a very standardized system.
Interesting. And yet Mr. Parmeshwara reaches out to the SDPI, but you don't believe in communal politics. Good to know.
We have a very systematic when it comes to distribution of tickets. So the inputs from the Provincial Congress Committee President, along with the in charge, along with the reports that are submitted at the grassroots level from the District Congress Committee, all of them are considered while tickets are being distributed. So the track record of the MLA during the past 5 years is considered, and only on these bases is the CEC going to hand over the tickets.
Madhu N Rao, this is basically a person whose nephew was responsible for the DJ Halli riots. The Congress does not believe in communal politics, so you can stop gloating. This is basically about secularism and communal harmony.
I am, first of all, good evening.
Good evening.
I think the Congress has lost its sense. You know what, I will just tell as to what Mr. Parmeshwara told just about 2 days back. We need the support of SDPI or any other organizations. We appeal to them to crush the BJP. This is what the statement given by Mr. Parmeshwar, none other than top Congress leader in Karnataka. Next, the state president of SDPI, Abdul Majid, revealed that the Congress leader have approached them for a political alliance. Now this is what Congress is for. I mean, I really don't understand. Congress party is in alliance with SDPI and they listen to all the Muslim entities, fringe Muslim entities, to overthrow their own MLA, Mr. Akhanda Murthy. For what? This is called as appeasement politics, classic appeasement politics. There's a tacit understanding with the SDPI. It's exposed now. It is all behind the scenes agreement with the Congress and the SDPI. Why are you denying a ticket to Mr. Akhanda Murthy?
Lokesh Jindal.
Don't you know what the charge sheet of the CCB speaks about? CCB
First of all, his voice is cracking a lot.
CCB charge sheet specifically told, but Muzammal Pasha was the person who was responsible for Akhanda Murthy, and NIA has charge sheeted 1 or 2 people, and SDPI is involved, and the great Congress party has a tacit understanding with this, and therefore you're denying a ticket to Mr. Akhanda Murthy.
Lokesh
This cannot be compared to Jagdish Shetty.
First of all,
ideological battle. What are you talking about?
Let me answer. So first of all, I understand your desperation over this particular issue, but please get it right. There's a difference between deliberation, consensus, and communalization of politics that you all resort to. A political party or a grouping that pitches for a particular agenda or an issue can always be brought into the formal channel via deliberation and talks. So there isn't any means so as to boycott one particular stream of thought or one particular form of ideology. It can always be brought on the mainstream via deliberation. However, the incident of August 2020 was whereby by the feeling of a particular community was hurt by an irresponsible social media post for which the MLA should have taken a stand. He should have condemned it outrightly. He should have taken some form of a stand against it. Did he do that? No, he did not. So the point is, it was his irresponsibility and lack of adhering to the protocol that Congress adheres to that has resulted in denial of his ticket in this upcoming election.
Okay, before I bring in Syed Aslam Pasha, B.S. Arun, what do you think is the real reason for Akhanda Murthy being dropped? Is it lack of performance? Is he a liability? Or is the Congress simply scared that he has this baggage of the DJ Halli riots?
Padmaja, first of all, thanks for inviting me to your show after a long time. Padmaja, I want to tell you, okay, it's purely a matter of Congress, but I will tell you what has happened. Way back in 2020, it is Akhanda Murthy's nephew who had put a intolerable post on Facebook, due to which the riots happened. The riot will, of course, take its own course. Congress have seen the merit that he is hurting the sentiments of one particular community, and they must have decided the ticket in their wisdom. But the question is very simple. The BJP spokesperson, the gentleman, is behaving holier than thou. I want to ask you, are talking about minority appeasement. I want to ask you one single question. You are the biggest political party of India. Have you given one single ticket to a Muslim? Is that not majoritarian polarization? Your attempt of majoritarian polarization will fall flat this time, sir. Your double-engine Sarkar has collapsed in Karnataka, and the people of Karnataka will not fall for any kind of polarization. Being JDS, we are fighting these elections on the agenda of development. We are fighting this election on the agenda of social welfare. We are fighting this election.
Okay, let's not make this like a campaign speech. Answer this, Madhu N Rao, then I want to bring in B.S. Arun. Yes.
Yeah, here there is one more factor.
Well, I think
Akhanda Murthy was
just a second, Mr. Madhu N Rao. Madhu N Rao.
I think not giving a ticket or giving a ticket doesn't determine as to whether we are for or against. We are giving a development-oriented budget to all citizens of India, that matters. As much as what we give for Hindus, that much we give for Muslims. That is point number one. We don't have to learn from the JDS party as to what we are supposed to do. Let them deal with their infighting. That is point number two. Now, point number three, I only want to ask the Congress party, what is their relationship between the SDPI? Don't we know what happened in 2015? They released 1,600 KFD and PFA activists in 175 cases. What was the Congress doing that point of time? Didn't they know that all these things would happen? Were they actually in tacit understanding with PFA also that point of time? And this is the appeasement politics we are against. What is the Congress party talking about?
Okay. Mr. B.S. Arun, you were talking about what you think is the main factor.
Yeah, here there is one more factor, which is the support of the two leaders, D.K. Shivkumar and Siddaramaiah. Siddaramaiah had supported Akhanda Murthy, whereas Shivkumar, it seems, had supported one Mr. Sampath Raj, a former mayor of Bengaluru, for the tickets. And finally, Akhanda Murthy was told that he won't be getting the ticket, and Congress had delayed his, even naming him for the ticket, and that's why today he went and submitted his resignation. This was one of the main reasons which I think, had caused the resignation of Srinivas Murthy here.
Yes, go on. Say the Pasha.
30 seconds. Padmaja, they're talking about Akhanda Srinivas Murthy and so on and so forth. I want to ask the BJP spokesperson on this panel. Sir, you have not given the ticket to Raghupati Bhatt. You've not given the ticket to Raghupati Bhatt, but you have given a ticket to Yashpal Suvarna. He was the person who initiated and vitiated the entire social fabric of our state. He was the person who was responsible for provoking the hijab issue.
Okay, first of all, please let's not get into that, because that is an issue that has been upheld by the Karnataka High Court. The matter is in Supreme Court right now. But since we are talking about ideologies, hold on a second, Lokesh Jindal, we are talking about ideologies. You've taken into, you say we deny ticket based on the feedback that we get. That also equally applies to everyone, including Jagdish Shettar, to Lakshman Savadi. But when you get in these people, you conveniently forget that they are third generation Jansangh. The people who you revile as Sanghis and the killers of Mahatma Gandhi, then you accept them in your fold when it suits you. How is that okay? What about your secularism?
May I come in?
Now.
May I come in?
Lokesh Jindal, answer.
Yes. India is a land of Valmiki, where a dreaded dacoit is also given a chance and he becomes a saint. So there is always a chance for any leader to realize what
it's funny. It's the second time in 1 hour that I have heard every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. I just heard it for Atiq Ahmed, now I am hearing it for Jagdish Shettar. Not very complimentary to him, by the way.
Because we want even the Lingayats to progressively move forward rather than simply being used by the BJP.
So you want the Lingayat vote, and suddenly people who are third generation Jansangh are acceptable to you.
To be united.
I thought the Jansangh was an untouchable for the Congress.
We do not want only a concentration of wealth happening in the hands of few, only some form of politics whereby one section is pitted against another, all forms of communalization is taking place. No, Karnataka deserves better.
Madhu N Rao, respond.
An ideology.
Padmaja, so is the Congress party telling that those who are coming in their own words are dacoits? Is that what they are telling? But anyway, let me tell this. Mr. Jagdish Shettar just 2 days back had told as follows, quote and unquote, I will say, Congress is in ICU in Karnataka. In whole of India, Congress is decimated. DK and Sidhu are giving life to the Congress party. They are finishing the Congress party. This is what Mr. Jagdish Shettar had told. And all of a sudden, these people have so much, eloquence to them saying that, okay, fine, you are our leader. How is it possible? Point number one. Point number two, Lingayats have all along voted for BJP. We know how the Congress party have demeaned and insulted the Congress, its own Congress leaders, right from Nijlingappa as well as Virendra Patil. Don't we remember how Mr. Virendra Patil was treated when Mr. Rajiv Gandhi came down in the Dornier aircraft, and before going to Madras, he told, okay, I will change the chief minister. From then onwards, they have scant respect to Lingayats, and the Lingayats have been voting for BJP. They will vote for BJP. These are all publicity stunts by the Congress party. People know about it. Lingayats will never vote for Congress party for this reason, because this is the same Congress party he wanted to divide in 2018. That is, Siddaramaiah wanted to divide the Lingayats vote, and Mr. DK Shivkumar is on record in October 2018 with folded hands. He has told, we are sorry for what we have done. So therefore, let them not put crocodile tears now and say that, oh yeah, all Lingayats are with us. Lingayats will never vote for them. We are the persons who are given reservation in the category when we did recently. Say therefore, let them not take any political standpoint in this.
Well, we'll see who the Lingayats eventually vote for, or who the Muslims are eventually going to vote for. But the number of defections and changeovers and denials of ticket make one thing very clear, that when it comes to being ideology agnostic, really no political party in such a tight election can claim to be on higher ground. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you very much, all gentlemen, for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow at the same time.